But it is what it is. So right now, let me put up the stoner criteria on the screen right now so I could go through them. In case you're new, the stoner score is out of a 10, and these are the categories. Number one is artwork, two is title, intro, time to live. Basically, mean is it gonna live for a long time? Like, is it gonna live for at least 2 more years? Are we gonna come back to this album and it becomes somewhat of a classic? Somewhat. Like it transcends time. It's still relevant 10 years from now, 15 years from now. Okay, that's what time to live means. And number five is use of features. Number six is less than 30% skip on first listen. Number Yeah, that was number six. I'm tripping already. Number seven is replay over time as a casual fan. And that one basically means you have at least 2 hits in there that gets a huge amount of replay value. I'm going to change that name because replay over time does sounds like number four, time to live. So I'm going to change that name. Hopefully I remember to do it by next show. Number eight is content. Are they saying something? Number nine is beat selection. Is the composition? Does it flow well? And number 10 is the streets satisfied with this? Is satisfaction guaranteed? Now that has been your 10 criterias. And on today's show, we're going to be discussing Lil Tecca's album. And Lil Tecca just dropped an album called Virgo World. And let me put up something on my screen so I can see. I always do this. Okay, so I had to see. So Lil Tech is Virgo World. Let me go through the stoner score. Let's see how it fared up. Number one is artwork. Let me inspect the artwork as I speak. Okay. It looks real dreamy. Looks real luxurious. I'll give this a go. It got the artwork. Number two, title Virgo World. It's deceptive because it ain't no Virgo world because I'm not a Virgo and you know what it is. But I'll give that to him. He got title Virgo world, although it's a lie. It's really Gemini world, but who am I to tell you that it's not really Gemini world? All right, so the intro. This is something it really introduced me to what I was about to listen to. The intro is a go because I had no clue. Yeah, there was a lot of island vibes on this album. A lot of island vibes on this album. It's a lot more upbeat than I expected it to, but so the intro really gave that off, gave the mood of what you're about to listen to, and it really went well. It gave you exactly what you're in store for throughout this album. Number four, time to live. Okay, so is it gonna be? Does it transcend time? All right, are we gonna listen to this in 15 years and say, oh man, no, we're not. Straight up, nah. We ain't gonna do that. Not on this album. So, time to live. That's a 0 on that one. The use of features, yes. Yes, it had some notable people in there. Skrillex, like I said, the beat it was another type of beat. It was more upbeat. So to have Skrillex as a feature on here, yeah, duh. So the use of features is a go. It definitely he used some good features on this. Goo Wop was on there, Lil Durk was on there, there was a few good features that was on this album. Less than 30% skip on first listen. To me, that's a no. That's a no for me personally. Now I said it was more upbeat, more island vibes on this album, but it wasn't meant for me. It wasn't meant for a guy, anyways. It's like he was singing to a specific set of people on this album, and I am not one of those people. If you listen to the album, if you're a woman or if you're into this, you would like this album very well. But if you're not a woman, you might have your reservations. I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, it wasn't. I had to skip a few because it was talking directly to a few people. I'm saying a few people. Well, a whole gender of people, I guess, or one girl that everybody's gonna listen to and think they're that one girl. And I'm not that one girl, so that's why I had to skip some of those songs. So it got a 0 on that one. Replay over time. Does it have like 2 major hits in this album that gets a high replay value? He have one. I'll give him one, but replay over time. That's a no. I think the song with Lil Durk, that song could get a high replay value. But other than that, the rest of that, it was a pretty long album too. So it's for me personally, there's a lot of skip worthy. Although the first time I had to listen to it because that's what I'm doing out here. But if I didn't have to listen to it, I definitely won't be listening to it. So replay over time is a 0. The content, is he saying something? Okay, this is a tricky one because is he saying something? If he's, like I said, he's talking to a specific person, which might be you. He's talking to a specific person, so in that case, he is saying something. All right. Throughout the album, he wasn't saying a lot. He wasn't saying a lot. The tempo was pretty steady the whole way. He repeated himself over 1,000 times. That's why it was kind of half and half because it was very repetitive what he was saying over and over again. But yet he was talking to somebody in this album. So we'll give him that one. Let's give him that one. That's good. Let's say he has some content in there. There's a few, but he had content in there. Beat selection. The beats were good. Like I said, it had the Allen vibes. It was a lot more upbeat than I would expect. So I would say yes, the beat selection is a go. It's definitely a go on the beat selection. The composition was done very well. Satisfaction, is that guaranteed? For me personally, nah, not for me, because this is my stoner score. Am I satisfied with this? No, if I didn't have to listen to it, I probably wouldn't be listening to it because again, the album didn't seem like it was meant for somebody like me. It was just not meant for somebody like me. So am I satisfied with this album? No, I am not satisfied with this album. I do require a refund, my money back. But all in all, let me see how much he has on the stoner score. Let me count it out because I kind of just went through it. So on the stoner score, Lil Tecca's Virgo World gets about a 6 out of a 10 on the stoner score, and that's a 6 out of a mother effing 10. Okay, so